Do you really think I'm going to do well?
Yeah, I think you'll do great. You'll be fine.
Okay. Here, hold this. Okay.
I'm sure you'll do okay. You'll be producing my spring. It's fine. You'll be great. Okay. All right. Good luck.
She gets the prize. Lasted 3 weeks.
Lucy Oscar, here to interview for the stage manager position.
Ricky Luck, artistic director.
Who was that?
Our stage manager. Hey, we have an opening.
But the job was in last week's paper.
Had a hunch. Want a tour? This is the green room. But go ahead and ask.
Ask what?
I like to get that out of the way up front. We're not hiding anything here.
Hiding what?
The hauntings. You want to know about how this place is haunted, huh?
Haunted? I didn't know.
Here's the scoop, Lucy. You should hear it now. Lillian Peacock was raised in Scottsdale, born in 1889. The theater opened as the Geyer Opera House in 1900. Lillian left Scottsdale for Hollywood, California in 1907. The silent movie industry was just getting off the ground, but a few years later, she broke into the movies. Universal Pictures made 109 films, but tragically, she was asked to jump from one moving car to another and was critically injured. Lillian managed to appear in 2 more films, but at the age of 28, she died from complications of the accident at her parents' home in Los Angeles. They say she left behind a boyfriend, a tragic death, off of the balcony here in 1907, right before the family moved to California. So, I guess she came back to haunt this place, and to be with the boyfriend.
That's very interesting. I'd like to think about it.
The story?
The job.
Him, they can see that he's just a fool, and he never gives an answer, but the fool under him sees the sun.
15 gallons of
Rehearsal
oil,
start in 2
Vaseline,
weeks.
5 pounds of butter.
Set designers here on Thursday,
Because
I
he
need
just
something
needs to
a little
make
bit better than
smoke.
41.
and I think we're still looking for how to get a car up on stage.
That's right, bringing it back to the circuit, bringing it
I got
back
some
and
dust
having
and
it
chewing on
back.
it.
Where's Ricky?
Yes.
And everyone, welcome our new stage manager, Lucy Oscar.
Do you know there's a naked man upstairs on your stage right now?
That would be Mr. Nesbitt.
And he's doing things to his body.
Quick, Matt, run up on stage and see what Mr. Nesbitt's doing.
So he's got an electrician, but getting the car on stage, how are we going to do this?
Mr. Nesbitt is renting the space.
Naked.
Well, he signed like a 100-year lease with the last owner, and he can rent that space for an hour, once a week.
Naked?
Well, you see, it turns out his uncle is a lawyer, and the contract clearly states that he can occupy that spot however he wants for an hour.
Once a week.
He pays rent, and really, it helps out the theater.
I'm gonna need a little help up here.
No one's up there, Matt. Let the man do what he wants. He pays rent.
I guess somebody misscheduled that, because the show's about to start.
The 3 o'clock children's magic show matinee?
10 kids in the door already.
And right now, the kids are doing what?
Watching Mr. Big Nose set up his magic table. And Mr. Nesbitt. They're watching Mr. Nesbitt.
Quick! Form a human circle around Mr. Nesbitt!
You take him, go! I'll get the left!
Now, where were we?
I was going to stage manage for you.
Right. And we handled the hauntings.
Well, I don't know if we handled it. Is some creepy hand going to reach out and grab me?
They never proved that.
I meant Lillian Peacock.
Yeah, right. Well, most of the green room activity is right over there in that crawl space. What's behind that door has sent the strongest hearts running for cover.
Wait a minute. Before we go in, what happened?
Lillian Peacock was in love in 1907.
The year Mom and Dad moved her to Hollywood.
The same year. She was 17.
How awful.
His name was Christian Slater.
The actor?
No, the guy from 1907.
Who coincidentally had the same name as a popular 21st century actor.
Exactly.
Why don't I believe you?
Legend tells us that Christian Slater was the artistic director for the Geyer Opera House, and Lillian Peacock was a part-time stage manager.
Nice match.
Lillian came to the theater that day to tell Christian she was moving to California.
Bad news.
It gets worse.
Christian had 1 month to live.
No, Christian takes an accidental dive off of the balcony when he hears the bad news, bravado style.
During a show?
No, but I think a cleaning lady witnessed the gory death.
So Lillian Peacock is behind this door.
Let's go in.
Okay, but I'm going in first. Ricky?
Yeah?
Where are we?
The question really is, where are we going?
Hey, who just grabbed my... And how did we get here?
That's the really cool part. I don't know.
It was like some giant slide in the dark. And we ended up in the exact same spot Mr. Nesbitt runs, didn't we?
You're catching on.
So, how did Christian Slater die?
Oh, you're going to find out.
Why do I feel like I have front row seats to the Lillian Peacock love tragedy?
You're sitting on the very spot where Lillian stood in 1907, at the very moment she told Christian Slater she was moving to California.
And where was Christian?
On the edge of the balcony.
The return trip was as creepy as getting there. And somewhere in the dark, something grabbed my...
Part of the experience.
And you think that the spirits of Lillian Peacock and Christian Slater are here for eternity in this theater?
I think the vortex is quite clear about those facts.
I saw it. Do I believe it?
We got a problem upstairs.
Hit me.
Myra's back.
The one that just quit?
Yeah, and the one that ran out of here screaming like a banshee. That's the one. And she's planted herself on stage, saying that she's not going to move until we pay her $1,000 compensation fear counseling.
She's up on stage, huh?
Yeah.
And it's 2 o'clock on Sunday, huh?
Right. Mr. Nesbitt's scheduled hour. Let's see if she can sit through that.
Oh, you can't make me leave, even like that. This place is so crazy. Why did I ever decide to work here? There's a naked man.
Did we just resolve a problem?
Or create another one?
I think the stage is clear now.
It's weirdly quiet in here.
Wait a minute. Listen.
What's that?
It's the vortex projection.
Where?
Right there.
What a happy ending.
I just wish.
What?
The vortex visions are so short. Would be nice to see the next scene.
Maybe next time.
We may never know.
Will you, walk me out?
How about a boxed Chinese lunch at the gazebo with hot tea and a fresh rose?
Or 2-for-1 shots at Barney's. It starts night.
Barney's it is.
You idiot. How did you think you were going to scale that wall?
Well, I wasn't the one that thought I could jump from one moving car to another.
You're going to bring that up again?
I had a better chance of scaling the wall.
The driver of the second car had asthma. How was I to know that? He sneezed.